Imagine a world where every move you make, every word you say is monitored and analyzed. Sounds like science fiction? Well, it's not. Welcome to the intersection of artificial intelligence and surveillance, where technology can sift through mountains of data with machine precision, identifying patterns, predicting behaviors, and even making automated decisions. This isn't just the stuff of futuristic novels, but a reality we're living in right now. Take China, for instance. The country has implemented a social credit system, a powerful example of this intersection. This system uses AI to gather and analyze data from various sources such as surveillance cameras, social media, and financial transactions. Citizens are then given a social credit score based on their behavior. Those with high scores enjoy privileges like faster internet speeds and better job opportunities, while those with low scores face restrictions. Closer to home, we have Amazon's Ring doorbell. This seemingly innocuous device not only lets you see who's at your door, but also records and stores this data. This data is then accessible to law enforcement agencies, raising questions about privacy and consent. The marriage of AI and surveillance isn't confined to authoritarian regimes or tech giants. It's happening everywhere, from shopping malls using facial recognition to customize adverts, to smart cities optimizing traffic flow with AI-enhanced CCTV. However, this convergence isn't without its challenges. As we delegate more decision-making to machines, we risk losing control over these decisions. And as we gather more data, we risk infringing on individuals' privacy. The intersection of AI and surveillance is a complex, multifaceted issue that raises important questions. How do we balance the benefits of advanced technology with the need for privacy? Who gets to decide what is acceptable surveillance and what is not? And most importantly, how can we ensure that this technology is used ethically and responsibly? AI and surveillance are intertwined in our lives, and it's crucial to understand their implications. As we move forward, let's not forget that while technology can be a powerful tool, it's up to us to determine how it's used. From the Cold War spy games to today's digital age, surveillance has evolved rapidly, with AI playing a pivotal role. As we delve into the 21st century, AI's revolutionary power has significantly impacted surveillance, transforming it from a manual, labor-intensive process into an automated, efficient, and pervasive system. This transformation has been both groundbreaking and disruptive, raising critical questions about privacy, consent, and the right to anonymity. Let's take a look at some real-world examples. Automated facial recognition is one of the most prominent examples of AI in surveillance. Gone are the days of grainy CCTV footage being manually reviewed. Today, high-resolution cameras paired with sophisticated AI algorithms can identify individuals in crowded public spaces with astonishing accuracy. This technology has been instrumental in solving criminal cases and has even been utilized in public health crises, like the global COVID-19 pandemic, to track and trace potential virus carriers. Predictive policing is another fascinating application of AI in surveillance. By analyzing big data collected from various sources, AI can predict potential hotspots for criminal activity, enabling law enforcement agencies to proactively deploy resources. This predictive approach has proven remarkably effective in reducing crime rates in cities like Los Angeles and Chicago. Lastly, we have AI-powered surveillance drones. These unmanned aerial vehicles equipped with AI can cover vast areas and provide real-time data for surveillance purposes. They've been used in scenarios ranging from wildlife conservation to border patrol operations, offering an eye in the sky that never blinks. However, while these advancements have undeniably improved surveillance capabilities, they've also sparked a heated debate about the balance between security and privacy. In an era where AI can analyze our faces, predict our behavior, and watch us from above, what does privacy even mean? AI has transformed surveillance from a manual, labor-intensive process to an automated, efficient, and pervasive system. But as we embrace these technologies, we must also be mindful of their implications and strive to establish a balance that respects individual rights while ensuring societal safety. While AI surveillance promises safety and efficiency, it also presents a Pandora's box of concerns. We live in a world where artificial intelligence is becoming more deeply woven into the fabric of our lives. This new reality, while promising in many aspects, also has a dark side. When it comes to surveillance, the power of AI can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can help maintain security and order, but on the other, it can be used as a tool for mass surveillance, racial profiling, and infringing on privacy rights. The misuse of AI surveillance creates a world where our every move could be watched, recorded, and analyzed. This is not just a hypothetical scenario. In fact, it's a reality that some people are already living in. Let's take a look at some real-world examples. Perhaps you've heard of the Clearview AI controversy. Clearview AI, a small startup, developed a facial recognition tool that scraped billions of images from social media platforms to create a database. Law enforcement agencies across the globe began using this tool, sparking concerns over privacy rights. Not only does this technology have the potential to be used for mass surveillance, but it also raises questions about consent and the ownership of personal data. Another example can be seen in China's surveillance of the Uyghur population. Sophisticated AI systems have been used to monitor this minority group, leading to widespread criticism and condemnation. This instance of AI surveillance has been called out for racial profiling and infringing on the rights of an entire community. In both these cases, we see the potential for AI surveillance to be misused. It's not just about watching or recording, it's about the potential for manipulation, control, and oppression. But it's not just about the big, headline-grabbing examples. The misuse of AI surveillance can be subtle, creeping into our lives without us even realizing it. It could be a shopping app tracking your purchases and selling your data. It could be a social media platform using AI to monitor your online behavior. It could be a smart device in your home listening in on your conversations. So, as we move forward in this brave new world of AI surveillance, we need to ask ourselves some hard questions. How can we harness the benefits of AI surveillance while protecting our privacy rights? How can we prevent the misuse of this technology? And perhaps most importantly, how can we ensure that the power of AI surveillance is used for good, not evil? The misuse of AI surveillance can lead to a dystopian world where privacy becomes a luxury. We must remain vigilant, informed, and proactive to prevent this dystopian vision from becoming our reality. The use of AI in surveillance has sparked a fiery debate on legality and ethics. The crux of this discussion revolves around three key issues: consent, data protection, and bias. Let's start with consent. In an ideal world, surveillance is used only with the explicit permission of those being observed. But when artificial intelligence is thrown into the mix, the boundaries become blurred. For instance, when a person walks past a security camera equipped with facial recognition technology, have they implicitly consented to having their face scanned and potentially stored in a database? Legal experts around the globe grapple with this question, and the answers are not always clear-cut. This leads us to our second issue: data protection. As AI surveillance technologies become more sophisticated, they're able to collect and analyze vast quantities of data. This data isn't just about identifying who someone is, but often includes sensitive information such as their daily routines, personal habits, and social connections. The potential for misuse is vast, and it's a concern that's voiced by many in the field. Professor LaTanya Sweeney of Harvard University, a leading expert in data privacy, warns that without proper safeguards, this could lead to a surveillance state where everyone's movements are tracked. This brings us to the third concern: bias. AI, as it stands, is not immune to the biases of those who create it. This is especially concerning when it comes to surveillance technologies. For example, research conducted by the MIT Media Lab revealed that some facial recognition technologies have higher error rates for people of color. This raises serious questions about the equity and fairness of AI surveillance. Adding to the complexity of these issues is the fact that laws and regulations around AI surveillance vary greatly from one jurisdiction to another. Some countries have stringent data protection laws, while others have virtually none. Some jurisdictions have banned the use of certain AI surveillance technologies, while others embrace them. This patchwork of legal landscapes makes navigating the ethical implications of AI surveillance all the more challenging. Moreover, the rapid pace of technological advancement often outstrips the ability of lawmakers to keep up. As Ryan Calo, a law professor at the University of Washington, puts it, the law is always playing catch-up with technology. This lag presents a unique challenge in ensuring that legal frameworks adequately protect individuals from potential abuses of AI surveillance. As we delve deeper into the era of AI surveillance, these legal and ethical debates will only intensify. The questions we need to ask ourselves are: how do we balance the benefits of AI surveillance with the need to protect individual privacy? How do we ensure that these technologies are used responsibly and ethically? And most importantly, how do we create a legal framework that is flexible enough to adapt to rapidly changing technologies, yet robust enough to safeguard our fundamental rights? Navigating the legal and ethical landscape of AI surveillance is like walking a tightrope. It's a delicate balancing act, one that will require constant vigilance, rigorous debate, and a commitment to upholding the principles of fairness, transparency, and respect for individual privacy. As we move forward, let's remember that the ultimate goal is not just to create powerful technologies, but to use them in ways that enhance, rather than undermine, our shared values and rights. In this age of pervasive AI surveillance, privacy advocates are our watchdogs. They are the guardians of our civil liberties in an era where technology often outpaces legislation. Their role is pivotal in ensuring that our rights to privacy are not eroded in the name of progress and security. Privacy advocates challenge the unregulated use of AI surveillance by shining a spotlight on its potential abuses. One such instance is the growing concern over facial recognition technologies. These systems, powered by artificial intelligence, can identify individuals in public spaces, often without their knowledge or consent. In response, privacy advocates have launched lawsuits and campaigns to regulate this technology, citing its potential for misuse and the profound implications it has for personal privacy. One such case was in the United Kingdom, where a civil liberties group, Big Brother Watch, mounted a legal challenge against the police use of facial recognition. This case sparked a national conversation about the balance between security and privacy and led to stricter guidelines for the use of this technology. Privacy advocates also lobby for stronger privacy laws to keep pace with technological advancements. In the United States, organizations such as the Electronic Frontier Foundation and the American Civil Liberties Union are at the forefront of advocating for laws that protect citizens from invasive surveillance practices. These advocates are not against technology, but rather, they strive for a balanced approach where technological advancements do not come at the expense of our privacy rights. They push for transparency, accountability, and the principle of consent in the use of AI surveillance. Their work is a crucial counterbalance in a world where surveillance technologies are becoming increasingly pervasive. They challenge us to think critically about the trade-offs between security and privacy and remind us that we should have a say in how these technologies are used. Privacy advocates remind us that in the pursuit of safety, we must not sacrifice our fundamental rights. Because once lost, reclaiming our privacy may prove a Herculean task in the face of ever-advancing technology. As we gaze into the crystal ball, what does the future hold for AI surveillance? As we journey forward, AI surveillance is poised to become even more sophisticated. One trend that's making waves is emotion recognition. This technology uses AI to analyze facial expressions, body language, and even vocal characteristics to discern human emotions. While it holds promise for sectors like customer service and healthcare, its potential misuse in surveillance is a concern. Imagine a world where your emotional state is constantly monitored and analyzed. Uncanny, isn't it? Another upcoming trend is predictive surveillance. It's a bit like the science fiction concept of pre-crime, where AI is used to predict potential criminal activities before they occur. This could revolutionize law enforcement, making our society safer, but it also raises questions. How accurate are these predictions? And what happens when the AI gets it wrong? On the brighter side, we see a rising call for AI accountability. As AI systems become more complex and pervasive, there's a growing demand to make these systems transparent and accountable. Experts predict that future AI surveillance systems will be designed with inbuilt mechanisms to explain their decisions and actions. This could go a long way in ensuring fairness and preventing misuse. The future of AI surveillance is also likely to be shaped by ongoing research. Studies are underway exploring how AI algorithms can be made more robust and less prone to errors. There's also research looking at how AI can respect privacy while still being effective. For instance, differential privacy is a method that adds noise to the data, allowing AI to learn patterns without identifying individuals. But as these trends unfold, we must remain vigilant. We need to ensure that the benefits of AI surveillance are not achieved at the cost of our fundamental rights and freedoms. In the delicate balance between security and privacy, we must strive to strike the right chord. The future of AI surveillance is filled with both exciting innovations and daunting challenges. In the face of AI surveillance, knowledge is our most powerful weapon. Let's unpack that. In the world we live in, where technology is rapidly advancing, staying abreast of the latest developments in AI surveillance is more than just a necessity. It's a means of defense. We need not be passive spectators in the narrative of our own privacy. Take, for instance, the case of San Francisco. A city standing at the forefront of tech innovation, it was also the first in the United States to ban the use of facial recognition by city agencies. This ban was not the result of a few politicians' decisions, but rather the collective action of informed citizens who understood the implications of unchecked AI surveillance and stood up for their rights. Similarly, in Amsterdam, citizens rallied to protest against the indiscriminate use of AI surveillance in public spaces, leading to significant policy changes and increased oversight. These examples are testaments to the power that we, as informed citizens, wield. But how does one become informed? It starts with understanding the basics of AI surveillance, how it works, and its potential implications. There are numerous resources available online, from informative articles to in-depth research papers. Reach out to experts, attend webinars, engage in online forums, and ask questions. Next, it's about understanding the laws and regulations in your country and city. What are your rights? How is your data being used? Who has access to it? If you're unsure, do not hesitate to contact your local representative or privacy advocacy group. Lastly, it's about participating in the debate. Share your knowledge, express your concerns, and engage in dialogue with others. Whether it's through social media platforms, town hall meetings, or even over a cup of coffee with friends, every conversation matters. Remember, knowledge is not just power, it's a responsibility. In the ever-evolving landscape of AI surveillance, staying informed is our first line of defense. It's what equips us to question, to challenge, and to demand accountability. As informed citizens, we hold the power to shape the future of AI surveillance. As we journeyed through the world of AI surveillance, we uncovered a complex landscape, a landscape painted with the brush of technological advancement, yet shadowed by the dark side of its potential misuse. We started with the rise of AI in surveillance, a phenomenon that's become increasingly prevalent in the 21st century. This rise can be attributed to a myriad of factors: the growth of AI capabilities, the escalating demand for security, and the rapid digitization of our societies. We then delved into the darker side of AI surveillance. Stories of authoritarian regimes using AI surveillance to oppress citizens, and reports of corporations mining personal data for commercial gain, painted a grim picture. These scenarios serve as stark reminders of the potential for misuse, even as we marvel at the technological prowess of AI. The debate over the legal and ethical implications of AI surveillance proved to be a complex one. Balancing the need for security with the right to privacy is a tightrope walk that society is still learning to navigate. Expert opinions and current research pointed to a need for regulation, oversight, and transparency in the use of AI surveillance. The role of privacy advocates in this narrative is crucial. They serve as watchdogs, ensuring that the use of AI surveillance does not trample on our fundamental rights. The power of informed citizens cannot be underestimated either. An informed citizenry can demand accountability, push for regulatory measures, and ensure that AI surveillance is used responsibly. As we conclude, it's clear that AI surveillance is not just a technological issue, but a societal one. It's about how we, as a society, choose to use this powerful tool. While AI surveillance is a reality of our digital age, it's up to us to ensure it serves as a tool for safety and efficiency, not a weapon against our privacy and freedom.